Welcome back. Let's start with conditional statements in C#. So conditional statements help you to make decisions based on certain conditions. So if there is a requirement to take decision based upon certain condition, so in that case we can take the help of conditional statements in C#. And these conditions are specified by a set of decision making statements having Boolean expressions. So every statement will have a Boolean expression, and a Boolean expression will be evaluated to a Boolean value, true and false. So a Boolean expression always return a Boolean value. So it might be true, it might be false. So based upon the value, the statement will be executed. So let's see what are the different types of conditional statements in C#. So in C# we have if statement, we have if else statement, we have if else if statement or ladder, and we have switch statement as well. So all these statements are the part of the conditional statements. So now we will do the hands-on on each and every statement one by one. Welcome back. Let's start with if statement. An if statement consists of a Boolean expression which is executed to a Boolean value. So if the value is true, then if block would be executed, otherwise a next statement would be executed. And let's understand with the alphabet diagram. So every if statement has a condition, and that condition we define with the alphabet Boolean expression. So if that Boolean expression evaluated as true, then the if block will be executed. If the Boolean expression is evaluated to false, then the next statement will be executed. So this is the diagram. You can easily understand how it is going to be happen. So let's understand with the alphabet example. So I have created a project here with the name conditional statements, and suppose here we want to find out whether a number is even or odd. So let's define a number num1, and this number I will receive from the end user. So I can write the message here console.writeLine, and then use here please enter a number. So user will enter the number. So just write here only console.write, because write line it always go to the next line, but I want to stay in the same line. So now whatever the value we will read from the end user, we have to assign this num1 equal to, and use again console class read line method. Now just convert this line means read value into the integer type, console.to end 32. So I'm using here type conversion with the helper class. Now just find out whether the number is even or odd. So here we have to take the help of decision making statement, or you can say the conditional statement. So I'm using here if statement. Now just try to find out if number modulus 2 equal to 0, then it will be an even number. Console.writeLine the given number, show the number as well. What the number we have is even, and to show the number just use here num1, and to prevent the closing of console window automatically, just use a console.read. Now let's run the program. Now it is asking me to enter a number, so I'm entering here let's say 4. Then you can see I'm getting here the given number 4 is even. Perfect. But what will happen if I will enter an odd number? Let's say I am entering here odd number as 3, so we will not get any odd. So in the C#, the if statement you can write more than one times. So again one more if statement I can write if the number is odd. So if number modulus 2 let's say greater than 0, the given number is odd, so it will check for even, it will check for odd. Now let's run the program. Enter a number let's say 3. I'm getting here given number is odd. Perfect. Now run the program again and enter a even number let's say 6. I'm getting here the given number 6 is even. So in this way, with the help of conditional statement, we can find out whether a number is even or odd. So same way, if a statement you can use for other purposes as well. Welcome back. Now let's understand if else statement. So in the last session we had done the if statement. Now let's see how it is different from if statement. So an if else statement consists of two statements. One is if statement and the second one is else statement. In the previous case we had only one statement, only if statement, but here we have two. One if statement and the second is else statement. And when the expression in an if statement is evaluated to true, then the if block would be executed, otherwise else block would be executed. And this one we can also understand with the help of the diagram. So here you can see when the if condition is going to be executed as true, then the if block will be executed, and when the if condition is going to execute as true, then the else block will be executed. So let's understand it with the help of example. So this is our last example we had done using the if statement. So what is the issue with this statement? Like with this code, every time it will check for this condition and it will check for this condition. So it doesn't matter whether the number is even or odd. Every time it will check this expression and it will check this expression. So what is happening here? Compiler here checking the condition 2 times. But here I want to check it only one time. If the number is even, then just check this condition and print this line and directly go to this statement. Don't execute, don't check this condition again, because there will be only two possibility. Whether the number will be even, whether the number will be odd. There is no third possibility. So instead of checking the each and every possibility by using two condition, the better way is just check it only one condition, because if first condition will not be there, so obviously it is understood it will be the second condition, it will be the second case. So in place of placing the if here, you should place here else. So if number will not be even, so definitely it will be odd. If number is not odd, definitely it will be the even. So if else you should use at that place when there are two possibility. So first possibility is for even and the second possibility is for odd, and it will work fine. Let's run the code. Now enter a number 3. The given number 3 is odd. Now run it again. So we will get the same output. So there is no difference in the output, but the execution wise it will be faster. The reason behind this is it is going to check only condition one time. In the previous case it was checking the condition 2 times. So this is the example of if else statement. Welcome back. So let's discuss about if else if statement, like if else if ladder. So if else if statement help us to test this series of conditions with the help of multiple if else statement. So it might be the case there are multiple cases of a condition. Let's say you want to find out the grade of a student based upon the percentage. So in case of grade, you might have A plus grade, A grade, B grade, B plus grade, C grade. So here the possibility are multiples. Here we don't have only two possibility, because if you remembered in the if else statement there were only two possibility, even or odd. So there are no chance of third possibility, but here we have the chances of more than two possibility, because in the grading system it might be A plus A, B, B plus C, C plus plus, this way. So if else if statement help us to take decision when there are multiple possibility. So those multiple possibility we test with the help of a test of conditions. So those multiple possibilities we test a series of conditions. So in this series of condition, the statement which meet the result would be executed. And if there is no condition meeting the result, then the default else statement would be executed. So it might be the case there is no condition which is going to meet the result. So in that case, a default else statement would be executed, because this will have a default else statement as well. So let's understand with the help of diagram. So you can see in the diagram we have if condition. So if condition is going to be executed true, then if block will be executed. If the first if condition is false, then the next else if condition will be checked. If it is true, then else if block will be executed. If it is false, then the next else if condition will be checked. If it is true, then that else if block will be executed. If it is also false, then we have a default else block. So this default else block will be executed if all these three if condition are going to be executed false. So here we might have 3, we might have 4, we might have 5. So it's depends upon our requirement how many conditions are possible. So in this case, the 4 cases are possible. So the 3 cases I'm defining with the help of the if condition, and the last one I'm defining using the else. So let's understand it with the help of example. So this is my Visual Studio, and in Visual Studio what I have done, I have created a variable with the name percentage, and we will get the percentage from the end user. And here if the same thing you want to execute with the help of if else statement. So you can see here there are only 2 possibilities. Either the grade will be here A grade, either the grade will be here B grade. But in real life we don't have only 2 grade. We have A++ as well, we have A+ as well, we have B+ as well, and we have C grade as well. So if there is a requirement to handle such type of condition, so you should use always if else if later. So what I can do, you have to do the change here. I'm defining here, let's say if percentage greater than 90 plus, it will be here, let's say A+ grade. Then again we have to define one more condition, like if percentage greater than, let's say 70, it will be here A grade. And we have one more condition, else if percentage is, let's say greater than 60, let's say greater than 50, it will be here B grade. If it is less than 50, it will be here, let's define it, let's say it is greater than 30, then it is C grade, else it will be here D grade. So you can see here how many possibilities are here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 possibilities. So these we can handle with the help of if else if ladder easily. So at a time only one statement is going to be executed here. So if it is 90, it will go here. If it is greater than or less than 90, it will be here A grade. If it is greater than 50 and less than 70, it will be here B grade. If it is greater than equal to 30 and less than 50, it will be here C grade. Else if it is less than 30, it will be here D grade. Now let's run the program. Enter the percentage. Let's say I'm entering here 80. I'm getting here A grade. Now run it again. Enter the percentage here, let's say 94. I'm getting here A+ grade. Now enter the percentage here, let's say 32. I'm getting here C grade. So in this multiple possibilities we are handling with the help of if else ladder. Welcome back. Let's start with switch statement. So using the switch statement, we test a series of conditions with the help of one or more cases which are tested against the switch expression. Sort of the expression we define in our switch statement. So Depend upon the execution of that expression, we define more than one cases, and whatever the case is going to match with that expression evaluated value, that case would be executed here. So the case which meet the result would be executed. A result we calculate using the switch expression. When there is no case meet the result, then the default case would be executed, because every switch statement must have a default case. Just like we have the else statement in the if ladder. So let's understand with the help of a diagram. So we will have a switch statement having an expression. So whatever the value evaluated by the expression, so to handle that value, we define here more than one cases, like case 1, case 2 and case 3. So if the evaluated result is going to match with the case 1, then the case 1 block would be executed. If the evaluated value will match with the case 2, then the case 2 block would be executed, and so on. If there is no matching case, then the default case block would be executed here. So let's understand with the help of an example. So I have my Visual Studio. In the Visual Studio, let's say we want to find out whether the enter alphabet is vowel or consonant. So here I can write the switch case to find out whether the alphabet is vowel or consonant. Switch, then use a ch, like character I'm trying to find out, and for the character we can write like case A. If it is A, then write the message console dot write line, so it is vowel. And in C# every case must terminate with the break statement, but in C and the C++ it is not mandatory to put the break statement, but in C# it is mandatory. Then write the same cases again, like E, I, O, U. So we can use here for E, because E is also a vowel, I, O and U. So if one of the character you will enter here, let's say if one of the alphabet you will enter here, like either A, E, I, O, U, it shows the message as vowel. If you will not enter any one of the alphabet, we will get as not vowel, like not. Now run the program and see. Please enter an alphabet. I'm using here, let's say A I'm entering. You can see I'm getting here vowel. Now run it and enter here at say T I'm entering. I'm getting here is not vowel. And guys, here if more than one cases in your switch statement are doing the same thing, so better way is, instead of writing all these cases separately, we can combine together as well. So let's see how we can combine together. So we can remove all these things here. In this way. And just cut from here, and I'm going to combine all the cases here this way, because in all the cases we are showing the same message, we are doing the same thing. So better way is we should combine all the cases here. So let's run the code. Now enter either here E, I will get the message as vowel, either enter as A, I will get the message as vowel. But if you will not enter the one of the alphabet, you will get the message as not vowel. So in this way, using the switch statement, based upon the switch statement expression, we are going to execute these cases. So whatever the expression we have here, based upon that we define all the possible cases. If one of them is matching, it will be executed. If none of them is matching, it will execute this default case.